topic is conflicting beliefs. It's a thing that happens. We all have it. And it's what can be holding us back a lot of the times. Our brain's job is to protect us. And because of that, the negative belief is going to win. You know, have these negative beliefs that were put in place all through our life, right? As children, but even as we get older. I was just listening prior to this, a thing on email, doing like email marketing. And if something doesn't go well in the email marketing, then we'll come up with a reason like, oh, well, they don't like my stuff, right? Based on a belief, something before. So I'm just not going to put any more out there because I need to protect myself. It may have nothing to do with our stuff. It may have to do with the messaging that we put on there. But that negative bias, that negative belief is going to win. And our brain does have a negative bias because its job is to protect us. So let's look at a couple of conflicting beliefs. One of them might be that I want to make more money, or that I want to start a business, or maybe we've already started a business. But then if we have this belief that I'm not good with money, or that people with a lot of money are greedy, there's a conflict there. And because of that conflict, then we're going to have trouble making more money. So we have to rewrite that story of I'm not good with money. Well, has there been a time in your life when you were good with money? Can you learn to be better with money? Do you know people who have a lot of money who aren't greedy? So we have to take whatever these conflicting beliefs are. We have to first find out what they are. So we have to start, like in the case of this money, if you're having trouble making money, you need to start paying attention to what are your thoughts about money? How do you talk about money? What do you believe about money? And if you find one that is in opposition to this desire to make money, then you have to take it and put it in a new perspective and find evidence to prove that it's not true. And then take that evidence and keep reminding yourself of that evidence so that you can write a new, basically it's a neural pathway, a belief. So you can create that new belief so that you can move forward. I mean, there are a lot of people who have a lot of money who are very generous. And so you need to keep those people in mind and not just be thinking about the greedy people, right? There are greedy people who don't have a lot of money too, right? You don't need money to be greedy. Greed's a whole different issue, but these messages have been given to us over the years. Another one is you might think you want to do business, but then you'll think, oh, but I don't have anything special to offer, or I'm not good at, name your job in the business that you need to do that you're not good at. So there are ways to hire out those things, find apps to do some of those things. There's all kinds of different ways that we can work around this. But again, it's figure out what is that negative belief we have about business that's going to keep us from succeeding with the business. Another conflicting belief might be that I want more clients. There's somebody I know and he's been saying this, and it's actually, that is what made me think of this topic, doing this topic for today. He had mentioned that he didn't want to do the hustle anymore. So he was for much of his career, he was this very type A driven, go, 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 go person. And now he's wanting to just be okay being who he is and not having to strive. But if you have this feeling that you need to do those things in order to get more clients, then there's going to be a conflicting belief. And he may be afraid to get more clients because it might create too much of that hustle or drive or busyness in his life that he doesn't want. So there's this thing, and I don't know that's his case or not, but that it is a thing that can happen. We might say, oh, it's hard to get clients. Well, some ways are hard to get clients. If you're just doing cold calling, yeah, that's a hard way to get clients. With social media and all the different ways that we can connect with people, there shouldn't be any reason why anybody would make a cold call to get clients. There's so many other ways to do that. And really, it's more about setting up a good system to get the clients. So I mentioned earlier, I was on this email marketing thing, building out your email lists and leveraging that, which I've already done some of that, but I need to tweak some places. But the thing here is if you create this system, you continue to get leads. And if you have a good follow-up and you're communicating with them regularly, you're continuing to warm up this audience of people. And now you can reach out to these people and you can get clients from them. And it doesn't have to be hard, right? There's a little bit of work that needs to go in on the front end to build the system, but that now it's a system. So does it have to be hard to get clients? No, it doesn't. But if that's what you believe, then there could be this conflict because a lot of people don't like to do hard things. Basically, and this could be with anything you want to do, whether business or life, you can say, oh, I want to do, X, Y, Z. But then if you have this belief, it's so hard to do X, Y, Z, your brain doesn't want to do hard stuff. You don't want to do hard stuff. At least most people don't. And so you're not going to do it because your brain's trying to protect you. You might think that you don't know how to do something. So again, your brain is going to try and protect you. Another part of this conflicting beliefs thing is it can be coming up with better questions. So with that one that says, I don't know how to, a better question to ask yourself, because our brain is this amazing thing and it will do what we ask it to do. It'll find the evidence for whatever we tell it's important and look for the opportunities for those. But if you don't know how to do something, say, I wonder how I can do this, or I wonder how I could find somebody to do this for me, right? If it's something that you're not really good at and you don't want to do, like, how can I find somebody to do this for me? How could I outsource this? And a lot of times we'll think we can't do it because we don't have money, but there are other ways for things to come to place. Barter is an option for some people. You just never know. But when we say, I don't know how, or I can't, then our brain is only going to look for that evidence that I can't and I don't know how, instead of looking for the evidence of how. The main thing here is realize that whatever it is you're struggling with, I always talk about doing things from a place of grace and curiosity. First of all, give yourself grace that you're in the struggle. It's normal. Thank your brain for trying to protect you from something that's dangerous. And then get curious. Is this a challenge or a struggle because I have a conflicting belief about what I'm doing? Do I have a core belief underneath that's going to come against me doing this thing? Or maybe you just need to ask a better question. So that's basically what I have on the conflicting beliefs, because I always like to leave enough time for coaching here. And I just have one more slide to share. And then if you have anything that you would like help with, I'll be happy to do that. I do have another group coming up. It's Success by Grace and Curiosity. If that's something you're interested, you can get a time on my calendar at ValCares.com/explore. It's a 16-week program. We're going to get self-command over being able to do those things. It's probably sometime in June that we're going to be doing this. You're going to get to know who your saboteurs are, so you can recognize it, because our saboteurs, they use these different beliefs, right, as a way to protect us. We're going to look at your beliefs beyond just the saboteur, some of those core beliefs, so that you can have one that empowers you. We'll deal with language and clarity. I didn't want to go a lot on there. I just want to let you know that this is an opportunity if you're looking